right, I think that should do it. I think we are good to go. It has happened. Season 11 is about to start on my Good Side account. I am in Season 11 right now, and at this point, so many players have so many competitive gear and high respect level with their commanders. Please select the region in which to begin your journey. Your team leader hasn't selected a starting point. Okay. I want to proceed with Umbar. Umbar Cape, Umbar Northwest, near Harat. Northwest. Well, I think Umbar. Can confirm? No, it's full. The northern coast or the western Harat. Let's go with the northern coast, I think. Wait a second. What about camps? Screw it. Let's go with the northern coast. And there it is. It's loading. I hope I selected the correct region. Oh, and we have one in the chat already. Kloppy, hello there, buddy. And Virus also joined the fray. Welcome to the morning stream. Alright. Let's get immediately going. Conscript some units. Good side. Upgrade your barracks. Oh, okay. Upgrade your barracks first. Here we go. And I see Camron too joined the stream. So many people, one after the other, joining in. Good to see you guys. Barracks. Okay, okay. Main hall. It's laggy. You mean the stream is laggy, or can we have please the other people in the chat confirm if it lags or not, or is it just for clappy laggy? Build this, and then conscription post. Okay, Clappy says the game is laggy. The game lags, okay. That is odd. Let me do like this. Let me get my streaming software over here, and let me also restart the game. Alright, let's restart the game, and hopefully that will take care of that. I'm gonna use the same player again, BlueStacks. I really don't like these navigation points here on BlueStacks. What I like to do is close them with this option. And oh, wait a second, let's move the streaming software to the right. Okay. Let's see. Why? Come on, Windows. Don't do this to me. Okay. Play. I hope that fixed the issue. Mohammed, welcome to the stream, friend. We just had some laggy game. I hope it is fixed now. Continue building. Conscription, yep. Barracks. Main hall. Apothecary. Then barracks. For this season, still not enough. Okay. It is still lagging. You mean the game is still lagging, right? Okay. What is happening this time? I haven't changed anything, but what I can do is I could... Yeah, let's do it like this. I will open the game with BlueStacks, with Nox player instead of BlueStacks. Maybe that will fix it. Close that one. Go with Nox instead. It is a pity that BlueStacks is causing this problem. And I'm not even sure why it is doing that. But everything in my streaming software is the same. These are the same settings I was always using when live streaming. And first time we have lag. Cameron says, I literally got the same spot near the side of the ocean when I started in Isengard. Ended up in Gondor somehow as a Coast Guard. Coast Guard. Okay, Nox player. Please tell me that you don't lag. Let's get Nox over here. Yeah. And let's move the streaming software to my second monitor. And hopefully it works now. So now we are on my Nox player. What do you guys think? Is it better or does it still lag? Alright, I need to turn on the sound. I don't like playing without sound. Alright, so we have confirmation. Virus says it's better. I hope it stays like that. And now we can finally focus on the game itself. We need Commander. For this season, I have decided to go with Thorin since I have finally his respect level 5. And I have something prepared, guys. When I released a guide about Thorin revolving around his commander damage build, a lot of voices shouted out saying, hey, you should have chosen the Respect 5 damage dealing, I mean the troop boosting build for him instead. And after having taken a look, it makes sense. Like there is a lot of synergy for him being a good unit booster while providing survivability for them. He provides survivability with Oaken Shield. He provides survivability by stunning the enemy. If the enemy is stunned, they can't deal damage. He is giving lots of damage mitigation for his units. He receives less damage from melee units. Evil Side has a lot of melee units, so that too makes sense. But I don't want to spoil the fun. You will see later. You will see later what's going to happen. Yeah, stay tuned. All makes sense in the end. Let's go with Thorin first. Where are you, buddy? Okay. And also Balin. Balin is going to be my second commander. Retaliate Balin. Alright, it's a pity that we don't have dwarven units right off the bat. We have to make do with what we have. Okay, conscription, continue. Man units. Oh, that is a pity. Okay. Barracks, please tell me that we can upgrade. No, we can't create any units. Gosh, the start of a season is always with so many buttons popping up saying to do this, that. Like, look at this. I am overwhelmed with the sheer amount of input. Just too much. Barracks. Okay. Man units. I will not wait 5 minutes. Nope. Horsemen, okay, but I will not wait. Okay. Next step. Do we want... Yeah, let's go with barrack. Main hall. Apothecary. Good luck leveling the fellowship. That is a pain. Yeah. Always starting from 0 is kind of a pain. But we will get there eventually. Okay. Let's finally start with some tiles. Level 6. Level 4. Okay, Thorin, this looks like something you can take care of, but we haven't distributed your skill points yet. So, we have this damage mitigation, the 5% over the rounds over here. This will accumulate. We have the stun. What I want is also some burst damage. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I need to spend some points here. That way I unlock that. Okay, okay. Now we get some burst damage. I also want to have a chance to stun. Inspiration. And basically that's what I'm going to do. I will go back and forth between these skills. Okay. Now, let's see if we have missed anything. Gear is ready. Now, let's take it. They also need some guys to path for me. Who's going to be my pather? Shall I make Gil-galad my pather right now? Gil! Or Isildur, come on. Building. Damn, this looks like... Look at this view, guys. To the left you have the ocean, to the right, and to the top you have the moon enlightening your settlement. Gosh, this is so epic. This is your life if you can afford a beach life on Miami. Okay. March time, let's claim. Claim. And we need to take some tiles. Thorin. Isildur, I need you to path. We need the next tile. This is the next one. Oh, let's go with that one. Claim all. And I should have received some mail. Ooh, season pass. Alright, I will buy that eventually. A long journey. Lots of respect. Return of the King. This too is interesting. Landedin, if you are watching right now, do you always buy this pack, the Return of the King? This is something I will buy. That is always nice. Alright. Level up for Thorin. Now he is a big boy. And we may send him against this tile. Revivalist. Awesome. We are proceeding. Finally some progress. Oof. I'm being overwhelmed once more. Hell. Okay. Okay, can I play the game? Please, game, let me play the game. Isn't it funny that you have to back the game to play the game? Because it's distracting you with other stuff. Game, please! Please don't make me go back here. Maybe it's time to open my first iced tea. Usually I don't drink soft drinks like that, but I have moved to another apartment. I still have no kitchen, and until my kitchen is there, I will not drink my green tea. I have nothing to prepare it. And here in Germany, to order a kitchen can take up to 1 month, or around a month. So that means old Azra needs to go eat a lot of fast food for 1 month. And get fat in the process. So once you guys notice that I turn gradually to Jabba the Hutt, you know that that guy has no kitchen anymore. Okay, let's send Isildur over here. Am I fighting melee units only? Okay, this is ranged, but still that would trigger... A mono stack of a melee or a ranged unit will still trigger my Balin's Retaliate. So I'm good to go. I will send this guy in. Lord of Moria. Retaliate, baby. It is so joyful to play Retaliate. Seriously, it makes so much fun. And let's also go with the commander damage. And Whirlwind. First Whirlwind because of the skill order. Level up. Inspiration, more burst damage, we love it. Okay. Sorin, you head to this tile. Okay, let's send Balin here. He should be able to self-sustain him. I mean, Balin's gear is crazy. Right now, 3-star Refined Matic with Retaliate. Orbeck with Fire Protection. Brutal Helmet with Meaty Vigor. And he truly needs the plus speed. He is very slow, as you see. And Samith Lane with even more self-sustain. I could give the Erebos Pride to him with Eredlu information for more burst damage, for more damage in general. But I think it is better for my Thorin right now. And the Ment special effect is just a blessing for a mono stack. Why Dwarven Commanders while man units at first? Because I want to level and PvP with my Dwarven Commanders in the late game. Oh, falling short on units. I will send Balin here. Go to the upgrades. No, not that one. Let's go with... Okay, we have to go with that. Horseman. Main hall, level 6 barracks. Can we do that? No, we need ore at level 3. Okay. Join. Bent, my brothers. There we are. This is our fellowship. So many buttons to take care of. Inscription level 5. Here we go. No, we need grain at level 3. Okay. Balin, how does it look like? Okay, you have leveled up, but we need to pass on your units to Thorin. And don't worry that you have man units on Thorin. Because right now, let me explain why it isn't a problem. Oaken Shields is universally usable. It's not just counting for Dwarven units. The damage mitigation you get from this counts for every unit. The only thing that is bugging me is that the plus defense from King Under the Mountain is only for Dwarven units, but it ain't much, so we aren't really losing a lot from this. And all the other skills are universal as well. This works with man units, this works with man units, everything else works with man units. Once you start to heavily invest into his R5, that's where you can argue that you need Dwarven units. But I'm keeping that for later, until I have unlocked the dwarves. Okay. So, Thorin, long story short, isn't really susceptible to units. He is universal in his army composition at the start. Oh, we have one skill point? Yeah, let's spend it. Let's go with the stun. Balin? This guy? Unfortunately, he needs it. And you are right, I can't trigger the healing for him. Well, wait a second. You're totally right. I forgot about that. It doesn't make sense to go with Lord of Moria. I have no units to trigger the self-healing. Good thing, BN, that you pointed this out. Instead, let's go with the commander damage. Yeah, we have to make do with the commander damage. Until we have the Dwarven units. Alright. Now. Continue leveling Thorin. Gosh, I am expecting a lot of things from Thorin. People claimed that his R5 title and his troop boosting build is so much superior to the commander damage build. And I'm curious to find out firsthand. Why you start with Balin and level him up to R9? I don't get the question. Why shouldn't I PvP with Balin? Let's wait with the gold. Continue conscripting units. Alright, Thorin. You think Balin is weak? Well, not if you have Retaliate Balin. Let me ask it like this, Nima. Have you played Retaliate Balin? If not, I can just highly recommend it. It is such a strong commander. And look at this. In the early game, you only fight mono stacks. That is okay. We don't suffer from that. We will self-sustain us. We have high commander damage. All of the commander damage, and especially all in. Wait a second, that's an old report. All in against the mono stack is just destructive. Against one enemy target, you do tons of damage. And whenever you get hit, you just counterattack with the Retaliate special effect. What is your opinion on Dine? Dine is one of the best commanders in the game. That guy is top S tier. Like, once you get the gear and you at least 2 times refine his helmet, his unique, he starts to become a beast. Like, seriously. I think he has the highest physical damage in the game. Give him a Mattock of the Iron Hills with the special effect Fury. Give him, as a chess piece, maybe Durance Plate with Tactical Maneuver, or if you want to be more offensive, give him Dominance with the plus Might. And as a helmet, give him his unique, at least 2-star refined, and as his accessory, go with the... Well, you have 2 options. The first option is Erebos Pride and Aragloon Formation. And the second option is the Box of Knowledge with the Warrior typing. I'm not sure which one of these accessories is better towards the end, but once you get the mentioned items, oh boy, does he destroy. Of course he has a weakness, everybody needs to have a weakness, and Dine's main weakness was and always will be elemental damage, especially fire damage. But to be fair, you can do some damage control by just equipping a superior Hawk with fire protection to mitigate the damage that is incoming as good as possible. But if you go in with a Durance Plate, I am afraid that will not be enough to survive a Witch King. The Witch King will wipe your Dine completely if you don't have fire protection. But it's fine. Every commander should have a counter. You can't have a game where you have a Charmander beating every other Pokemon. Charmander needs to be beaten by Squirtle. Squirtle needs to be beaten by Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur needs to be beaten by Charmander. It is the Holy Triangle, the rule of the Holy Triangle. Okay, let's give some damage mitigation. Last Alliance only works with men and elves, so I have to go with Great King. Or I go... Wait a second. This build, Early Round Madness, is also kind of nice. Yeah, screw it. We go with the Ring of Terror. Ring of Terror, there it is. 1 point in the Great King just to get the damage mitigation on round 1 immediately. It is kinda unproductive when I go like this, because Great King is mitigating the damage on round 1. Enemies deal minimum amount of damage. That is kinda in dispute with Ring of Terror, because Ring of Terror wants you to make the enemy fall victim to madness and attack each other. On round 1, when that is the case, they attack each other with minimum damage. So this is kinda in conflict with Ring of Terror. But anyway, we still get the plus damage dealt for the later rounds, and it scales with might. Okay, all in, baby, all in. Now, let's see. I could continue with Balin. What about the upgrades? Conscription level 10. We won't wait that long. Barracks, here we go. Main hall. Okay, now. Let's skip that part. Storage. Market. Everything needs to be built immediately. 5 minutes for that one. Virus! I only play evil. Dine and Thorin are such pain. They are, aren't they? I think Thorin is much better in countering orc units because of his unique. That unique is just awesome in countering orcs. But Dine has the raw physical damage if it comes to commander damage. And I think it should even be enough to give Khaldun a run for his money with the Bastion slot gear. That upgrade is finished. Let's go with the storage. And what is the next quest? Okay. Battlement. And then I will move over to the market. Market. Now we have some rest. Now we can just conscript units. Wait a second. Level 3. We need level 5 and level 10 over here. What was the... What is that? Midas touch. Select the settlement, use it to convert stone into gold. Ooh, okay. Clairvoyance, no thank you. Alright. I have no settlement style, right? I totally forgot. Since I am a role-playing guy, I am used to the faction unique special effects that are unlocked at level 30 and onwards. And now I'm kinda confused because I have different skills over here. Where's the unique? Mana damage? Nope. Conversion. Select mobs near your set. This! Wow, this! I like this one. But we will need extract. We will need extract. Okay. Balin. Please proceed. What about boosts? Yeah. Can we boost right now? No, we can't. Do we have a level up? Yep, we have. I have never played Kings of Man. How is the season going? Virus. It's gonna be a competitive one. We will have at least 2 big fellowships. I mean kingdoms. My bad. I'm still used to playing roleplay. 2 big kingdoms. One probably being in the south, and the other one being here in Lindon. I think it will come down to these 2 forces clashing. And of course you will have here and there some smaller kingdoms, but I'm not sure how strong they are and what policies we will have in the future with them. Okay. Level 6. Let's send Isildur over here. And we also have some space over here. Cool. Level 8. I could go for it, but no. Let's take it slow. gosh, this red button. This red button is killing me. Okay. Are we conscripting units? Many more ring skills compared to other seasons. Yeah, that is certainly true. And I should immediately use the one with extraction. Just to have the recharge already working. Okay. That is taking care of that. It's important, right? Because right now we are losing any potential future ability points because we aren't using the recharge, right? Which is why use one extraction right off the bat instead of using potential ring points. Alright, next target. Isildur, I need you to path over here. Daximus. That reminds me of my friend Maximus. Decimus Maximus. Or I think he has changed his name. Isn't he now? Decimus the Wolf. Hello there, by the way, buddy, if you're watching. He is a great guy. I talked to him a lot when I first dived into the Shadow. He is a Shadow main player. And up until now, we have been going back and forth because of the Shadow. That commander is such a blessing. And he's strong. The sheer amount of commander damage with poison is extremely good. And Decimus is still playing the Shadow. Whenever he finds a new, more viable build or troop composition with his Shadow, he is letting me know. And I really appreciate that he shares his knowledge with me. An enemy so close to you. Well, I wouldn't call him an enemy. Not right now. Because we don't know what intention he has. We don't know if he wants to ally with us in the future. So I am taking it chill. Good morning, fellow. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you, mate. How's it going, man? I mean, I've been so busy lately that I couldn't even spare some time watching other people's content. How is your content going? I assume it's good. I remember the good old days when you started as a fresh YouTuber. Oh, wait a second. What do I want? I want Berlin to... Shall I send him over to level 30 tiles with level 8? I think we can give it a try and see how many troops we are losing. Yep. Let's wait for the reinforcement. That is awesome to hear, fellow. Keep on pushing, buddy. And how is it going on my side? Well, I'm still waiting for my kitchen to arrive. I just married a couple of months ago. I found a new apartment. I am still in the process of moving to that apartment. It's a lot of work to take care. And I have to get a lot of paperwork done. Since I married my wife in Turkey, she is a Turkish citizen. She came to Germany, and there is a lot of paperwork that needs to be done. And all of that, like the financial stress from the wedding, the bureaucratic paper stuff, the new apartment, it's just too much at once. And also, let's not forget that female beings want attention. That is something I have underestimated. Like, seriously, I have underestimated. Or maybe I am the odd one because I was a single for the longest time of my life. Seriously, single. I was happy being a single, or in other terms, being a bachelor. And being a single programmed me to do things on my own terms, on my own rules, that I almost became... that I almost disqualified myself from a family life. Living together with another being, a human being. Seriously, you underestimate it, and it sounds maybe funny, but if you are a bachelor for a long time, you will need time to adapt to another person, sharing a living with another person, a life with another person. And it can be the smallest things that will make you upset when living together. Like, for example, whenever I use a toothpaste, I always squeeze it out until the end and leave it like that. Not everybody does it like that. Some people, they just take the toothpaste and press it like this, separating the one half of the toothpaste to the bottom side of the paste and the other one to the top side. Meaning that you don't have really access to the top side of it. And things like that can drive one crazy. Who would have assumed that? Okay, Berlin. What am I supposed to do with you? You know what? I wanted to send you against the level 8 tile. Why haven't I done so yet? Does he have a level up? Yep. Please tell me that he isn't losing a lot of troops. By the way, fellow, this Berlin, I started to build this Berlin after I saw your Berlin. I don't know in which season. I was playing with FTPW. I was maining the Undying. And I saw that you were running a Retaliate Berlin. And you gave us a hard time. At that time, your name was, I think, Scion of the Eldar. And that's when I discovered Retaliate Berlin's usefulness. And yeah, it took us a long time to get this Retaliate method. And the Arid Loon formation, Erebos Pride. But right now, Thorin is enjoying it. I am very happy with Berlin. And I'm happy that we had that fight in that season against your Retaliate Berlin. Now, sometimes I am asking myself, should I go with Retaliate Berlin or should I better invest the respect items into Gimli instead? Because Gimli too is kinda nasty. There is a hybrid build I'm working on right now, but I lack the gear to finish that hybrid build. I don't want to spoil the fun. Once I have the gear, or at least I found somebody with the correct gear, I would like to show what we are theory crafting right now. Gimli or Berlin, that is a tough choice. Both are good. But who will take the cake towards the end? This red button, seriously, game devs, please. Please give me a possibility to just turn off this toggling red dot. I want to toggle it off. Yeah, fellow, I agree. It's a tough decision. Or maybe it's coming down to with what other commander you intend to run those two commanders. Like, I have found out that I'm having a great time running Balin in tandem with Isildur. Isildur is exceptionally good in taking out ranged units. And Balin is getting destroyed by a melee ranged army composition. So what he lacks against ranged units, Isildur makes up with. And vice versa. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's refresh. We don't have enough units left. That is a pity. How comes? Apothecary. I can't wait. No. We will not wait 9 minutes. Screw that. We are in a rush. And I would like to try out another tandem approach. But instead of using Balin, I want to use Gimli in his hybrid build, see where it leads me, and then decide what he needs as a tandem partner to work. But again, I don't have the gear to test it. It is infuriating me that we still don't have a sandbox system in this game. Like, look at this. It is already very hard to get the correct gear with the right special effect for a certain commander. If I have it, I still need to travel to the correct location to get the desired mercenary camp that could work with that commander. So there is many barriers that need to be overcome just to find out if something works or not. It is a hard decision, and I think this is also the reason why people really appreciate it when they find any content on YouTube covering Rise to War, pushing people into the right direction. This just proves how hard it is to get correct and viable information for these, well, at least for this game and the commanders. I'm losing a lot of units. I should probably stop doing this. I'm diving deep into a conversation with you guys that I completely forget that I'm screwing my barracks. What am I doing here? Do I want to wait? Okay, almost done. Ooh, level 4. A juicy level 4 tile, you know what? It's time to give Thorin the baton. Thorin, you want to take care of that? With some mounted units? Okay, I hope that my Maximus body will expand into this direction, into the south. That way, we wouldn't really intercept each other. Oh, we have another one here. That is a pity. That may be stuff for some conflict. Ring upgrade. Here we go. Which one is the next? Time out of time. Finish construction time. Not really. Select mobs near your settlement and use it to persuade a mob to join. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I must admit that it allows you to have exquisite army compositions in the late game. Once you can convert marshals, once you can convert all the other T4 units on the field, that is quite enjoyable. Moral. Commander damage reduction caused by moral. No. Unit damage. No. I don't intend to use mixed units anyway. Not right now. Or should I? You know what? Screw it. Let's go with time out of time. And Thorin. Okay, maybe this body is just writing us. Oh, yeah, Gustav, if you are watching right now. Ich bin der Echte. Danke dir, Bruder. Es ist immer wieder schön zu sehen, dass man geliebt wird. Denn ich finde es nicht selbstverständlich, dass Leute so nett zu einem sind. Daher weiß ich es echt zu schätzen. I really like props like these. It is like sunshine to content creators like me. You know, every now and then we do receive some hate as well or some toxic behavior, but props like these, always appreciated. It's making me happy. Level up. And let's see. Revivalist. Shall we try out this one up to level 8? Yeah, let's go. You have to power through it. No complaints. No retreat, no surrender. Wasn't that a great movie? Conscription. Yeah, let's continue with the conscription. And next upgrade. Go with 4. Yeah, look at this. Thorin is tankier than Balin at the start. Well, Balin is lacking a self-sustain right now anyway. It is not a fair comparison. He needs dwarven units to make the self-healing work. Lord of Moria isn't working right now. And maybe it's time... And maybe it's time to expand towards the north. But the north... I am sandwiched. I'm sandwiched between this player and the one to the bottom. We could get the level 30, level 8 tile here. Thorin can take it. He already has proven that. Wait a second, what am I seeing here? Is this a little graphic malfunction? Because here in this picture, you see that he has white skin. But in the in-game model, he kind of seems to have a black skin, right? Is it a graphical malfunction? I see the same for Balin. Do you see this? You have to pay close attention to his face, but I think in the portrait he has a white face, but in the in-game model he has a black face. So I think we have discovered some in-game model issues. Pay close attention to it, guys. If you have a Balin, just check it out. I'm just saying. I just noticed it. Thorin, let's go with the top over here. Wait a second. I should let Balin take the level 15 tiles since he's losing more troops. And Thorin should continue taking the ring power 30 tiles. I screwed up a turn. That was unnecessary. Booyah, we now have a market. Next upgrades. Main hall, level 8 barracks. Conscription at level 7. Okay. Continue with the lumber upgrade. And another chapter finished. Keep going. We have a market. Okay. Now let's see. Which other commander do I want to use? In Gandalf the Grey, always nice for PvP. Also for PvP. Should I go with Gimli? I mean, I already have decided to go with Dwarven units in this season. Balin, Thorin, and Gimli. I like that we have an honorable agreement that we just don't attack each other. He knows how hard it is to expand at the start anyway, so one shouldn't attack each other. I like that gentleman's agreement. Oh boy, no more units left. I want to send Thorin against this level 8 tile. Ring power 30. And then it's time for Balin to follow up and take 2 more tiles. Then we have to decide for a third commander to focus on. So I know that Isildur is always a good choice. You never can go wrong with Isildur. And it's probably going to end up like that. I will have Isildur as my fallback plan if any of my experiments don't work. Thorin is an experiment right now. I need to follow up with the troop boosting build. People have demanded it when I release the commander damage build. It is supposed to be superior. And we need to find out. And let's go with the free-to-pull chest. 1, 2. Nothing. Oh, the exchange. Please tell me that we have a gigantic hammer inside the exchange. Please. It's just a blazing tongue. When will the game allow us to buy a gigantic hammer from the exchange? 11 seasons into the game, and I've never seen it showing up here. That needs to change. Seriously, it needs to change. Ooh, we lost a lot of troops. We need to go to the apothecary. Speed this up. No. Okay, 2 more turns. I will send Balin against an easy target. Maybe I should use the easy target for Isildur leveling. Yeah, that guy will have a rough time catching up if I don't do so. Yeah, so I am kind of forced to do this. Level up. Wow. But at least with the 24-hour boost, we recover this immediately. The red line can be recovered. Yeah. Apothecary. A lot of that units once more. Oh boy. Have we really reached that point? Anyway, Isildur, you need to work too, buddy. Maybe we can start releasing the level 1 tiles. Yeah, let's release it. All good, Isildur? Not quite. Not quite. I mean, Ring of Terror has a problem. It doesn't work when you're fighting monostacks, and at the start, you do nothing but fighting monostacks. That was a mistake from my side. Let's check out what we can do instead. There isn't really much we can do. Look at this. I have a bad start leveling Isildur in Kings of Man. You can't go with this Respect 5 title because you lack these 2 units. You lack Elven units. So there is no benefit from this title. You don't have Rangers, Dunedains, or Rangers anyway. You can't go with this R3. That is screwed up. You could give like the +2 attack and plus defense for your man units if you decide to waste 15 points into King of all the Dunedain. You could go with Great King and get the damage boost from Preparation Round 2. And that's it. We really don't have any choice. Ring of Terror doesn't work because of the monostack of the enemies and the early game. So let's go with Great King for the time being and see how it works. Wow, that was an enlightening moment. What shall I go? Or shall I go with this just to have evade? And Elven Rope. Heh. Yeah. We don't have enough to choose from. Do I go 2 points into... Let's go like this. No, let's go with Elven Rope. I don't have enough man units left to give him the plus attack from here. I am playing Isildur with Evil Man, so it doesn't make sense to go with Dunedain Bloodline right now. He is my leftover commander in this season. What commander would be best to start the season with? Balin R16 or Thorin R8 in Rohan? It's coming down to which units you have access to in Rohan. Slipstar, when you start in Rohan, and I assume that you just started in Rohan, what units do you have? You have sharpshooters, you have all the horse units, like the... what was it called? Let me check. You don't have these horsemen, you have the other horsemen from Rohan. What's the name of them? Sharpshooters, those horsemen, and later you have Dunedains, you have the T4 units later available. That's it for Rohan. What is the second barracks units you unlock with Rohan? Do you unlock dwarves? Do you unlock elves? What was it? Or Gondor units? Because elf units. Oh boy, that won't help either. Or let me ask like this. What is the last barracks type you unlock? What is the last type you unlock? If the answer is dwarves, that would automatically mean that you shouldn't play with Balin, because for Balin to work in his retaliate build, you need dwarves. So Balin is hard to level, as you see. I am suffering the same problem as we speak. I have no dwarven units at the start, which means I have no self-sustain for Balin while leveling him. It is a pity, because Lord of Moria is working hand-to-hand with retaliate. So that means if you don't have dwarves, you should better make do with Thorin. Thorin has a more universal army. He has army versatility. He isn't really bound to dwarven units. There you go, that's the answer. Go with Thorin. Let me also show you what I already explained at the start of this video. Oaken Shield works for every kind of army. It isn't bound to a certain unit type. Topple as well, Revivalist as well. Only Kings of Durin and King Under the Mountain is boosting dwarven units, but you can postpone these skills. You don't need to spend points into these anyway. You can make do with these R0 skills. You were thinking of going into the R0 healing and inspiration and stun. Oh, you mean the commander damage at R0. Revivalist, Frightened, and Inspiration. That is something you can do too if you really wish to play Balin later in that season. Because that way you have him leveled ASAP and it is still viable. You could do that. You could run him with at least 2 different units, provide the self-sustain for them, provide the stun. Whenever something is stunned, they can't attack back. That way you save troops too. And some burst damage for your units with this. It's not optimal, but at least it is a way to get him started. You know what? It's actually fine. It's not the best, but it is fine. You don't lose level time by doing it so. Let me ask like this. What second commander do you want to run with him? Like, Balin is okay, but what is the second commander? I already mentioned that Balin works exceptionally well in tandem with Isildur. Isildur is countering all the ranged army comps, while Balin is taking care of the melee comps. And yeah, the melee ranged army mixed comp is a direct counter against Balin's retaliate build. If that is the case, you need to have Isildur covering his back. Or let's say Gandalf the Grey with Dunedain's should also help covering Balin's weakness. Alright, next target. Next target. Storage. Let's see if the conscription is up. 6 minutes and then we have to refresh. The apothecary. Let's finish. He would be your third as a starter. I will use Isildur and Gil as starters. Isildur always great. Gil-galad also always great. You have the evade with Gil to sustain to preserve units. You have Isildur if you have access to elven units. Oh, wait a second. His R5 doesn't work. You will always lack one of the units. But I'm still doing fine with Isildur. Mid game I will run as Isildur, Dain, Thorin, Balin. Isildur and Gil is always fine. Dain plus Thorin and Balin. Mate, I have a question. Like, don't you think you are going kinda overboard with so many commanders at once? Because your conscription is limited to 4 units when maxed out. Ideally, you want to have the meta commanders sharing as many same troops as possible. For example, Isildur will have man and elven units. Gil-galad, he may profit from the elven units you need to produce for Isildur as well. So you are kind of saving one spot of elven units for Gil as well. But if you go with Isildur and Gil, you will lack free conscription spots for Dain, Thorin, and Balin. They need dwarven units. Let's assume I'm playing Isildur, right? I have Dunedains, Rangers, and 1 elven unit. That means I have 1 free spot for my conscription. That 1 free spot I am using for my Balin with a mono stack of Guardians. If you were to play Thorin, Thorin is playing a multiple units composition, right? It's not just a mono stack of Guardians. So that wouldn't work. Your army conscription isn't harmonizing if you go with Isildur, Gil, and Thorin. But it would work with Dain or Balin. Dain and Balin like to have mono stacks. It's not much, but it's at least honest work. Alright, let's see if we have any more low-level tiles. Level 15 tiles, ideally. I mean, ring power 15. Here we have one, but we need to path towards it. Let's get another path already. Okay, Gil? Let's get Gil. Or Dine or Gimli? Dine or Gimli? No, let's go with Gimli. Alright. Let's take that level 6 tile with the Isildur. And then Thorin is ready for a Ring Power 30 tile. We have any in my proximity. We have this one. Oh, okay, that will work. Mercenaries. And now we should get more tiles. Unlock at level 5. Yep, plus 10 tile cap. Hello to you too, Cedo. Thanks. I'm doing fine. I hope you're doing fine too. Next target. Isildur, go over here. And level 30 tile. Here goes nothing. Go Thorin. Okay, 2 more level 30 tiles over here. Here too, that is great. We have plenty to go for. Gimli. Gosh, Gimli. Man, this commander has so many possibilities. I like Gimli a lot. Let me explain why I love this commander. He may have a big weakness being focus damage and fire damage, elemental damage in general, but he can at least mitigate that damage by either equipping focus protection or superior Hallberg, the fire protection. So what I like about this commander is he has tons of commander damage. That goes without saying. In addition to that, he has a lot of like little gimmicks. Let's say if you put 2 points into Lockbearer, 1 point into Protect Elves, you have a possibility of building him in a hybrid build with, what was it? Keepers. Lots of focus damage. That will add up in the total damage in the end. Then you also have high burst damage abilities such as Whirlwind and All In. If you get a Frenzy Hammer, you could also proc a double Hunt Down, which in itself is just S tier stuff. Hard to get, but if you have Gigantic Hammer Frenzy, this... Oh my god, like... He is dealing lots of damage by himself. He has potential to deal lots of focus damage in his hybrid build. He supports the total damage by proccing double Hunt Down. Also some additional physical damage of collaboration while decreasing the enemy armor. And canceling healing? Man, this commander has so much at once. But unfortunately, we don't have a sandbox to test with best in slot gear. Game devs, I'm just saying. Isn't it long overdue that we got that sandbox? I mean, we all would just benefit from it, right? We would still keep spending money to get the desired gear. The only thing we want to find out is what is the best in slot gear. And in order to find that out, we need to test. How is that done? With a sandbox model, for example. And I'm not saying this out of bitterness or something like that, no. It's the opposite. I really love this game. And I want the best for this game and its community. Right now, we are just trying different things out without knowing where it leads us. And in the process, we sacrifice items and respect items. It's really a sacrifice. Which means we need to spend more money to try out another route which may end up being better. So yeah, not giving us a sandbox is giving you potentially more money, but it is making the community more depressive because we don't know what is the best in slot case. Therefore, we need the sandbox. We need it. Alright, let's see. Isildur. He has 3 more turns. Could take this one. Let's see if we are conscripting. Oh no, we need to conscript. That is done. Half an hour. Okay, let's leave it like that. Oh, wait a second. What did I see? Do we have access to T2 units already? If I were to... Yeah! Ooh. That's an important upgrade. You know what? We will not wait that long. Let's go. Get these units right off the bat. Now we're talking. Alright. Spearman. Let's stop the mounted unit conscription. We no longer need these guys. We have lots of plus attack and 100 units per command, like with Spearman, and Militia will give us the most damage. And also Horsemen are more expensive. No thank you. Spearman and Militia it is. Cameron, oh buddy, keep going, good stuff. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the $5 you just spent, mate. I don't take it for granted. Thank you a lot, mate. Next move. I still have my Isildur. Alright, let's refresh the army. Then, what about Balin? He should be ready again, right? Yeah, he's ready. Okay. But not enough troops. Yeah, we are running out of troops. Like, get these skirmishers instead. Ooh, that is giving us a punishment. Nope. Go like that. Maybe, yeah, speed up the apothecary. Wait a minute. Meanwhile, distribute the skill points for Gimli. And Gimli has a skill order. You should pay attention to it. So, you first want to activate Break the Fences, since once you break the fences are reduced. And whatever follows after should be dealing more damage. Let's go 1, 2, 3. That is important. Now you want the big hitting abilities following up. Durin's Blood, Whirlwind. Now Whirlwind will deal more damage because of break defenses. The same goes for All In. But since you now have a side effect, the side effect for yourself, your next attack that deals damage will deal less damage. In order to cancel this out, the side effect, we put 1 point into Heavily Wounded and it fits perfectly fine. We will not max out Heavily Wounded anyway. So just by spending 1 point into this, you cancel the side effect of All In. And look at this. It's activating every 3 rounds anyway. It perfectly aligns with Heavily Wounded. Now you have taken care of the side effect, your normal attack will proc. And that is important because Gimli's normal attacks are actually strong. And by putting 1 point into Heavily Wounded, you have rescued the damage of your normal attack. Heavily Wounded is being mitigated by All In side effect. Now you could follow up with normal attacks. But before you follow up with a normal attack, make sure to spend 1 point into a Hunt Down. Because now comes your normal attacks. Before your normal attacks land, make them stronger with Hunt Down and then follow up with your normal attack collaboration. This is the skill order for Gimli. In that specific way. There was a nerf in the game because before, I don't know which patch it was, but before, you could make Hunt Down and collaboration trigger before these damage dealing skills. It was possible, but it was insanely broken. Which is why, for some reason, Dwarven commanders like these with these skills like Whirlwind, All In, Hunt Down, Collaboration, they got... how shall I say it? Like, they are prohibited from proccing Hunt Down and Collaboration before these skills. Because it's too strong. Whenever something suffers from Hunt Down and then you follow up with an Whirlwind or All In attack, it was too much damage. So this is from Azra to you guys. Remember, Hunt Down and Collaboration can never go before Whirlwind and All In. Or break defenses and Heavily Wounded. But yeah, that's the skill order. And what I also like to do is, you know, when I have the hybrid build, put 2 points into Lockbearer, 1 point into Protect Elves. Anyway, let's see. Balin. Where should I send this guy? It should be a level 30 tile. Send him... What's this? And Isildur could take this. Oh yeah, some good respect stuff for Dwalin. Every respect 1 T1 will go into my Dwalin in the future. I wasted a lot of respect with other commanders and oh boy, I have lots of sins from the past. Look at this. Faramir, Aldir after the nerf, Boromir. I wish I had... Oh, even Eowyn. And wow. Also, this commander... I wish I have spent all of these respect points into my Dwalin. Next target. Next target. I think we need to move towards the north. Yeah, Isilo could go over here, but there's already a camp protecting it. We need to path. We need to path. Let's go here. Alright, skill order is right. What I like to do here is spend all my points into Whirlwind and all in. Yeah. Once I'm done maxing out his R3 tree, I go back to his R0 tree, Experience Warrior, Hunt Down. I get these up to speed, and then Collaboration. If I have any more leftover points, I go over to Lord of the Caves and rotate between this and Break the Fences. My Gimli is at respect level 11, and what about my Balin? What was his respect level? 9. And I have a lot of respect levels that still need to be spent, but I haven't decided into which commander to commit, Gimli or Balin. So, only time will tell. It's a tough choice, guys. But hear me out. I am scared to continue improving my Balin in his Retaliate build, because as the seasons go on, more and more people will have a gigantic hammer with Frenzy. And that weapon is so deadly against mono stacks. Look at this. You will, like, let's assume you are fighting against Khaldun. Khaldun will have Hunt Down and the Frenzy Hammer, right? Your mono stacks are getting destroyed by the double proc of Hunt Down. Khaldun has Hunt Down, Gimli has Hunt Down, Dwalin has Hunt Down. Those commanders are heavily present in the meta. And once everybody in the later seasons is up to speed with a gigantic hammer and Frenzy, all of a sudden your Retaliate Balin will get destroyed by them. And you need to think twice. Maybe that's when you think it would have been better to invest into Gimli, because Gimli has different builds. He has the glass cannon build. He has the hybrid build. He has more army versatility to make up for that meta later with the gigantic Frenzy Hammers running around. So this makes me think to maybe invest into Gimli instead of Retaliate Balin. And because of that uncertainty I have, I am still withholding the respect items and wait. Just wait and see how it unfolds. I think Gimli may be the better choice. He has different builds, he has army versatility, he has a hybrid build that brings focus damage to the table. But only time will tell. This is just a theory right now. Alright, we have... I could send my Isildur towards this tile. Gimli. What? Oh yeah, let's go with that. And some leftover gear. Melee vigor. Yeah, that is tanky. But wait a second. Wait a second. Let's go to my Gandalf the Grey. Yeah, Gandalf the Grey. That will work. Cover with man strength. For my Kings of Man start, that is good value over here. Scale mail, it has all the stats Gandalf the Grey wants. And let's go with Bone Musk since I don't have ranged units yet. And then give him the Smoking Pipe for more self-sustain. We need to preserve units. And there you go. This is how I have decided to roll with these items in accordance with the troops I have available. And of course, Mithrandir with Convener. And let's make sure to put 1 point into Wizard to have the stun as early as possible. And the other stun we will take later. Let's further improve Convener. Yeah. For the time being, I'm happy with this. The stun in round 1 will preserve our units while we burst the enemy to the ground with Convener in the first 2 rounds. And also damage mitigation from Mithrandir itself will help preserve units as much as possible. So my Gandalf is now ready to proceed with taking tiles for me. Max out tile cap. I hope you guys don't mind me if I verbalize my thinking process. You know, there is a reason why I do the things I do. I just want to let you know why I do it. And feel free to correct me if you see a flaw in my thinking process. I'm ready to learn new stuff. I'm ready to admit that I have done something wrong. Yeah, I will go with Abundant Might for the time being. And once we reach level 6, I will drop all the points and spend them into enormous power. Okay, Isildur is level 9, that is nice. Let's make Gandalf the Grey move. Thorin needs 5 minutes to recover. Balin, 10 minutes. We have to make do with Gandalf the Grey now. Gandalf, where are you, buddy? Hello, Gandalf? Did I miss him? There he is. Alright. Militia and Spearmen are still being conscripted. Alright, Gandalf. Show us your potential. Show us why you are one of the best commanders to PvE. Okay, I could go like this route without disturbing Renegade, and along the coast. Break out of this coast towards the north. But I have so many bodies close to me that I don't even need to consider this. Alright, I can just jump to other points. Enough friends in my proximity. Gosh, this red button. Spearman, 100 are ready to be deployed. Is it just me, or do we have lots of more tiles to take in Kings of Man? Like, I am still far away from being tile capped. That wasn't the feeling I had when I was playing on my Evil Side account like a couple of days ago, the first 24 hours. I was very fast tile capped. Is this a difference between roleplay and non-roleplay. Look at this. Beautiful. Only 2 units left. Like, only 2 units dead. That's beautiful. Next target. Gimli. S'il vous plaît. Delete that tile. Let's have a look at the map. Oh boy. I am so lonely. Haradabad. When will we receive Haradabad as a new faction? The Haradrim? And what T4 units will they have, I wonder? Alright, let me see. What would be a good point to proceed towards? That is a level 45 point. I can't take it yet. We are too weak for that. 45, 35. So I think it goes without saying that people will focus this point first. And then this could be also a point of interest. What about this? No, that's too high. Too high. Yeah, that would make sense. So since I have spawned in the northern coast, it would make sense for me to proceed towards this point, take it, open the way for Harondor to be taken. Yeah, I think I will proceed towards the north. While my buddies towards the south will probably take care of this. Okay. I now have a direction to go. Level up. What I should probably do is also spend at least 1 point into White Council to get the damage mitigation that scales with focus as early as possible. Because it's adding up, right? For just 1 point spent into this, you get a lot of return of investment, damage mitigation from here, with Mithrandir from here. And just as I said, it adds up. 1 point as early as possible should be desired. And next target. Do we have any more low level tiles? Yeah, level 4 over here. I mean, okay, let's go. Or should I path towards... No. I have the lower level ones. Ooh. What about this? No, there is a mercenary camp. Okay, let's conscript some units. Hello, Antonio! How are you, buddy? It's good to see you around. 2 more minutes and then we have to create more militia. What is the special effect of militia? Shielding. Hey, that's actually great. What about my buildings? Any more upgrades? How about the Numenorian quarters? Nope. The militia training? Nope. We need these 2 to be finished. Main hall needs barracks level 8. Yeah, let's wait. And while we wait... What clan were you with? Easy one. I am with Bent, but let me show you. For the last seasons, we created Bent, and we slowly but surely managed to max out our fellowship. We have managed it. Starting with this season, we are 100 out of 100 people once we can max this out soon. And what about the boost? Can we boost? No, we still need level 3. We found you on our server in the game in Dol Guldur. I also wrote to you and you answered me. You remember. Of course, Antonio. Yeah. We are playing on my Evil Side account together, right? With FTPW. I like that FTPW has now a second fellowship, which they named just backwards. So instead of FTPW, they call it WPTF. And here is how it reads. So FTPW means free to play Wales. And if you read it backwards, like WPTF, it means Wales play FTPW. Wales play too freely. It's a nice little word game. I like it. It's funny. It's stupid. And I like stupid stuff like Wales play too freely. It is our sister fellowship. Our second fellowship. Antonio is asking, can you show me the characters of Season 11 to see if there are any new ones? Oh, you mean my commander roster? In general, the commander roster? So, it's just the standard one. Nothing has changed here. Here, maybe you are referring to Falcon if you haven't seen him yet. And if it comes to these T3 commanders, Beorn, the new one, Kirdan also joined later the roster, and Treebeard. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. I hope that answers your question. If you look at Evil Side, we have, I think, Beruthiel joined later the fray, and what was this guy's name? Ogluk. Okay, Ogluk. Skullhelm. And that should be it. I think that's it. In regards to T2, this ugly, whatever this is this a female? Is this a male? I don't know. Blusher. And T1, nothing has changed. That's it. Alright, Gandalf, let's see. Next target. Some more level 10 tiles here. Ring power 10. But, as I see, my other commanders have enough stamina again. Let's send them. You're welcome, Antonio. You're welcome. Okay, Thorin. It's time to capture more level 30 tiles. You know what? Let's also give you some spearmen. And let's also upgrade your spearman. Isildur up to speed. Let's make him work for his money. Next target is... let's go with that one, level 30. One move for foreign, one move for Berlin. And Isildur. Damn, Isil, are you strong enough for a level 8 tile? Or will I regret it? Let's go. I don't feel safe. Oh, I think he meant the chapters through out of your company. Chapters? You mean like this? These chapters, or do you mean the reward system? Do you mean this reward system? We have the Cask of Pride, still the same reward. Do you remember the good old time when you could receive a gigantic hammer as a reward? Those days are gone. You can greet me in Italy. I'm not sure if I get the pronunciation right. In Italy, as long as you say Ciao Antonio, okay? So Ciao Antonio means hello. Is that a greeting, or is it more if you say goodbye to someone, like bye? Because ciao. Correct me, please. So ciao can also be used for introduction, for hello. Gosh, I knew it. This was a big mistake. Isildur isn't ready for this. The apothecary is full again. Barracks. 1 hour. No thank you, we will not wait 1 hour. Now we need stone. Gustavo, for you, who is the best commander of good? That's an easy one. Let's go to the commander roster. For me, the best good side commander right now is Isildur and Gil-galad. Shall I explain why? So Isildur has lots of damage mitigation. That is the first reason, because of his respect 5 title maxed out, and also his bottom respect 0 tree, where he gets to minimize the damage he receives from enemy units for round 1. Then he gets a big damage boost with might because of the top respect 0 title. He has lots of different builds that counter various situations, so he has a build versatility, right? That is a big one. He also has troop versatility. He can mix various man units with various elven units. And one of the best troop compositions I found for him is Dunedain's Rangers Keepers. That works exceptionally well. He also has, to a degree, gear versatility. He can pair different gear pieces to make him work. And this is something, like all of the benefits I have just mentioned, build versatility, troop versatility, gear versatility, is something that not many commanders have. Of course he can be countered, there is always a counter to any commander, but still, for me, Isildur is number 1. Gil-galad is also very viable. The main reason why, he has tons of damage and a strong evading mechanic for elven units. And as soon as a commander isn't covering your evade, he is most likely going to lose the fight. And that alone is making Gil-galad such a presence, such a force to be reckoned with. Just knowing that there could be a Gil-galad running around with evade always makes me think that I should have a pursuit item. If not, you're going to be punished. That makes Gil-galad one of the best commanders for good. So if you had to decide to go with the strongest good side commander, if you ask me, it's going to be Isildur or Gil-galad. Or if you have the money to invest, Gandalf the White with his respect 10 item unlocked, will do lots of focus damage by himself. Everything he has makes sense. Gandalf the White also very viable. And as my last choice, also Dain. So these 4 commanders. Isildur, Gandalf the White, Gil-galad, Dain. Pick whoever you like more. Pick whoever you feel you have a more immersion feeling to it. In the end, it is a game. A game should be fun. It's more fun when you have like a more immersive feeling to a certain commander. For me, it's Isildur. I feel more immersed with Isildur. Game for evil. That's why I carry Mouth of Sauron and Sunin. Thank you for your opinion, brother. You're welcome, Gustavo. Thank you very much, mate. Thorin, level 11. Let's continue with... Wait. Continue with Balin. Let's spend our 1 level point into inspiration. Alright, let's see. Balin should also tackle level 30 tile. It could be this. And then let's also reinforce Isildur's troops. Okay, and continue the building. Gosh, I lack the stone. Since I lack stone, I should better upgrade stone. And at this point, I should get myself a tile like this. A 40 ring power stone tile to spend my ability points into it. That way I can continue upgrading my buildings. This is how I do it. The question is, am I strong enough to take a level 40 tile yet? Gandalf the Grey for sure is. Later, not right now. And Isildur lacks evil man units. He ain't full anymore. Okay, I have to fill in. Oh, wait. He is full. Okay. That means we can proceed with Gandalf the Grey once Balin is finished. Here we go. Balin is finished. Gandalf the Grey. And let's also give him some of these units because of the Convener procs. It is more likely to have Convener proc with 3 units in your army. Damn, Gandalf the White with his unique is such a strong commander. This commander seems to be having everything, like He has the commander damage, he has the focus damage to bypass strong defenses. He has strong defenses for his own army that scales with focus. He has a stun. He has a first round stun. He has a first round stun with also decreased defenses. He has a later round stun every 3 rounds against one target. That is amazing. Burst damage mitigation that scales with focus. A debuff that stacks 4 times and also gives his army plus 20 speed. He could go with Champion of the Light. He could go with High Alert to cover elemental damage weakness. You could also go with a mounted unit spec. Like, all of this is making him such a great commander. And I see, guys, that we have reached the 2-hour mark. And you guys know what that means? It is time to call it a day. I am out of stamina anyway. There won't be happening anything out of the ordinary any soon. I will continue off stream. I will level my commanders, grow my economy, and we will continue part 2 towards the evening today. Yep, let's keep it at that. I thank you all for joining the stream. It's always a pleasure to see you people around. Thorn, I know it is always hard to say goodbye, but towards the evening I plan to be online again with all of my commanders having recovered their stamina. So for the time being, you do the same. Take a break, go eat something, have a great time with your family, and we will see each other later. Take care.